Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to be doing is making a lo-fi beat. So I'm going to show you how to make a lo-fi remix. So if you heard any of the popular lo-fi remixes on YouTube, I'm basically going to be showing you how to make that. You can literally make like a lo-fi remix in like 3 minutes. I'm basically going to show you my tips and tricks for doing that. So before we start, follow me on Instagram at myhzy, and yeah, let's get into it. So I made a video a few days ago flipping a Playboy Carti acapella, and I made it into like a trap beat. So today we're going to try and make it lo-fi instead. So this is the acapella that we have. So yeah, so we're going to be flipping this into a lo-fi remix. So the first step you need to do for any lo-fi remix is think of a song that you'd want to flip, and then go to YouTube and type in any song. Let's just go with like Goosebumps from Travis Scott, and then just type in acapella.
Grammarly does more than
I get those goosebumps.
So once you've got this, just copy the URL and go to MP3 downloader. I use this website here, and just throw that in there. Click go, and yeah, just download that. So now we've got the acapella, throw it into whatever DAW you're using, and I'm using this free plugin called Key Finder. So basically what this does is figure out what key you're going to be working in. So download this, I'll link it in the description if you want it, and then just throw that in there, run patch analysis, and this is a key that the acapella's in, so G minor. So now we've got the acapella and the key, now we can start working on the beat. So I use Splice, so if you're a producer, definitely get Splice. This is not sponsored, I've got like 5 subs. So what you can do is you can come into Splice, go to Instruments, I just type in Rhodes, because that's lo-fi, right? Go to Key, and we was in G minor, so we go, was we in G minor? So we just come to here and go G minor. So these are basically all the samples that are in the same key of the acapella. So just for a demonstration, we've got I downloaded some samples here, so we're just going to pull these in. And basically all these are in G minor, so all these should work. So what you need to start with is finding the tempo. So I've already got the tempo for this, but I'll show you how I did it. Basically you want to just go to Google and type in BPM counter. And I use this one here, beats per minute online. So what we're going to do from here is we're just going to play the acapella and just like tap along.
Play with my slicks, keeping it nice. Double 09, she ain't better than mine.
So it's like 36, 37. So now what we're going to do is just take this number and multiply it by, times it by 4. So if you want to make it more of a trap tempo, go for times 4. And if you want to make it like slower, times it by 2 and go with that. So we got this, so I've got mine, I actually know this BPM, it's at 150.
Double 09, she ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo.
Now we got that 4-bar snare pattern, all we've got to do is multiply this across, and we can just pull the sample to it. So if I just pull this to the end.
Double 09, she ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo. Ain't dressed like these.
So we're just going to multiply this across and pull it to this.
Double 09, she ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo.
So this will basically work with all these samples. So I pull this one.
Double 09, she ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo. Ain't dressed like.
So if you get a long sample, which is like far too long that you can't really pull it back, just multiply this over, and then you can just drag it to the second layer.
Double 09, she ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo. Ain't dressed like these.
So there you go. So that is basically how you can get your melodies in. So we're just going to pick one that we like. So I'm going to use this one here.
Double 09, she ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are.
So now we can just basically start working on the beat. So like I said, these lo-fi beats are like super simple. You can make them in like minutes. So we've already got this snare here. So next thing we need is a hi-hat. So what we're going to do if you're in Logic is I'm going to create a pattern region and go here and then 64 steps. So rather than doing a traditional trap hi-hat pattern like this, you can sort of just make it like slower and more like emotional. So there's different things you can do. You can either just put it like this, and and that'll work. Or you can just leave the beginning one and just leave it like every 2 steps, so like this. So yeah, so that is it for some simple hi-hats. So next thing we need is a kick. So once again, we're just going to draw this pattern region in and go 64 steps. That is pretty much a lo-fi beat. That would be in like a Spotify playlist. So we can even just throw the acapella right back on there, and this could literally be done.
Keeping it nice, 009. She ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo.
So we're just gonna add some extra things, just sort of make this like more of a lo-fi beat, I guess. So on the vocals, I've just cut like some of the high end out. So another thing we can add is things like vinyl crackle and stuff like that. So you can download these from Splice also. I'm in this pack called Flames and Torches, and we're just gonna download some like campfire stuff. And just while that's downloaded, I've got this riser in.
Don't play with my slicks. Keeping it nice, 009. She ain't better than mine. Then my bitches.
So yeah, so that is basically how to make a full lo-fi beat. Like I said, once you got to this point where you've got the acapella and the drums in, you can just switch these these samples out if you really want to. So here's basically some like alternate versions.
Don't play with my slicks. Keeping it nice, 009. She ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo. Don't play with my slicks. Keeping it nice, 009. She ain't better than mine. Then my bitches are dying, yo.
So that is basically how to make a lo-fi remix. If you have any questions on anything, hit me on Instagram and I'll DM you back. And yeah, that has been it from me. Thanks for watching and goodbye.